Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Friday night, and you know what that means. It's time for your AEW Rampage Event Center Wrestling Report. And now here's the man to give you that report, Mr. Eric M. Lima.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode number 1556 of the show. It is July the 20th, 2024, 1:52 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about 2 weeks away from the Portuguese Feast. That's right. I'm really excited to go. I'm just going to go for Saturday and Sunday only because Thursday and Friday they're open up late, and those are on work nights, and so that's why I'm going only Saturday and Sunday. Because Saturday at 2 o'clock there will be a wrestling show there. First time since the 90s, and I believe it's 1992, because I believe 1992 is when the Rockers broke up, because I saw Marty Jannetty in action one-on-one and wearing a different outfit than he was when he was part of the Rockers. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm totally stoked about that. We have yet to hear from Evo of when the release date for this, like I said on the last, on this show, some hotshot named X on X or Twitter claims that it'll be shadow dropped tomorrow. Man. So I was like, okay, hotshot, since you know that, what about the physical release? I mean, digital release could be a possibility. That means, well, what the physical release? A week or two later, I can take that and I can wait. Besides, I've already pre-ordered for it. So, and like I said again, these are the games that they come out with. I'm wearing my shirt, as you know. I've always, so you got the Punisher, X-Men, Joe and the Atom, Marvel superheroes. I gotta know where I'm pointing. X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2. And I can't wait. No, seriously, this, like I said, once I get my hands on it, on the physical copy, it will be the best Nintendo console system ever. All these games will make their Nintendo console debut because, like I said, the majority of them went on PlayStation and the Sega Saturn, and some on the Sega Dreamcast, like Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2. You know? And so, yeah, and the majority of them, PlayStation and Sega Saturn, including the Japanese versions of these two games, which I have, but still. And I played the Punisher only on the Raspberry Pis, with the SD card, with, all that good stuff, emulators and all that good stuff. Well, so the Punisher, so they're on their way. Don't worry. So I'm hoping to get them, and I'm really excited. So enough of the advertisements out of the way, so to speak. Let's get right into it. I'm trying to kill some time here, so I want to make sure all my videos are 10 minutes or a little bit more. It all depends on what I want to talk about and stuff. So I don't want to go, that's it? That's a short video, dude? And I know. So anyways, a trios matchup to start it off. It is the Conglomeration versus the Undisputed Kingdom. The Conglomeration consists of Orange Cassidy, as you know, Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, and Tomohiro Ishii. Looks like he's a new member of the Conglomeration, headed by Ring of Honor World Champ Mark Briscoe. Against the Undisputed Kingdom, that'll be Roderick Strong, who will be challenging Mark Briscoe for the Ring of Honor title, world title, and the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. The Conglomeration ended up winning the matchup. Down Kyle shows up to confront Orange Cassidy. Kyle Fletcher attacks Cassidy. Mark Briscoe attacks Fletcher, while the Undisputed Kingdom did clear some house. Arcadiora interviews Saraya and the lovely, gorgeous Aussie Angel, who's got the beauty of the late, great Olivia Newton-John, God rest her soul, and the singing talent of Kylie Minogue. I'm talking about the lovely Harley Cameron, who, good Lord, I know, Zion Quinn, the luckiest man on the face of this earth right now, or Daniel Vidot, whatever he goes by nowadays. He's one lucky dude to have someone as lovely as Harley Cameron. Looks like Saraya's upset that she's not on the Wembley Stadium All-In her home country. I think in order for her to do that, I think she should side with Mariah May against Toni Storm, because as she's got a vendetta against Toni Storm. I say, why not mentor Mariah May and say, hey, listen, you got a thing against Toni Storm, so do I. I'll help you beat her and become the AEW Women's World Champion. And who knows, Mariah May will probably accept the offer. She's that sadistic enough. Who knows? And if, let's just say that alliance happens, will Saraya go for Mariah May more and have them turn on Harley Cameron, and she joins forces with Toni Storm? England versus Australia? Let's go. Anyways, so if that was the case, Harley Cameron and Toni Storm in one team against Saraya and Mariah May, I know who to root for. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Yeah. The only thing I don't like about Australia, them bugs, man, especially the spiders, These big old spiders, they come jumping at you from it's a one guy was videoing a spider on his bike, and the spider jumped at him. So that's the only thing I don't like Australia, them bugs, man. Them big bugs, man. Big bugs. If people tell me, what don't you like about, what is it you don't like about Australia? Them bugs, man. Them big things, not especially spiders, man. They give me the heebie-jeebies. Anyways, what do you like about Australia? The ladies. Let me tell you. And the catchphrases they use. I thought, that's really cool. So, anyways, especially Harley Cameron and Toni Storm. Gotcha. How about Rhea Ripley? Like her too, but Harley Cameron and Toni Storm more at the top of my list than Rhea. Anyways, moving on. From the lovelies to the uglies. That's right. The ugly people. Chris Jericho and Big Bill. They're ugly and with their personalities against the funny-looking Outrunners. Outrunners, I like their 80s style gimmick and all, but they're goofy. They're totally goofy. Now they align themselves with Dalton Castle. What's that all about? Well, anyways, Chris Jericho and Big Bill of the Learning Tree and the Outrunners. They went at it, and then Chris Jericho and Big Bill ended up winning the matchup, and then Brian Keith, the bad apple, beats the snot out of one of the Outrunners and said, respect Chris Jericho. Oh boy. I don't know what's up with those two, but anyways. Minoru Suzuki came out, and he's going to challenge Chris Jericho for the FTW title this coming Wednesday. Imagine if Minoru Suzuki joined forces with Samoa Joe, Hook, and Katsuyori Shibata. You know how bad a bad team they would make? If I were Jericho, Big Bill, and Brian Keith, they better recruit another person for the Learning Tree gang. I'm telling you. Well, he fought against the Butcher, Minoru Suzuki. Butcher is bigger than Suzuki, but Suzuki took all the shots the Butcher gave him, but ended up winning in the end. And I think the Butcher showed him respect at the end. A little bit of, a little bit of, sportsmanship, which, I'm sure Butcher wanted to face Suzuki one-on-one. Well, the conglomeration cut a promo on Roderick Strong as Mark Briscoe ready to set a death before dishonor to defend the title against Roderick Strong. Meanwhile, women's action, Chris Statlander went one-on-one with Cindy Winnell. Statlander ended up winning the matchup, managed by the guy who looks like if Steve Harvey and Kevin Hart's DNA got mixed up in a freak science lab, you get Stokely Hathaway. So, in the main event, probably one of the best matches on the card, the Lucha Brothers, Rey Fenix and Penta El Zero Miedo, going up against the team of the Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy, who goes by now Zay, and Mark Quinn, who goes by the name of Quinn. And the Lucha Brothers end up winning the matchup, and they shook hands with Private Party in the end. Really, really great matchup overall. So, what's on tap? As you know, Collision is tonight. This hologram's gonna make its debut. We don't know who this person is. The Acclaim said they don't want him, so I don't know what's up. Rumor has it could be Ricochet under a mask. We have a lot of matches. Hikaru Shida goes one-on-one with Sky Blue. Sky Blue wants to make a mark in the women's division, and I believe she's ready for a championship. You know, if, let's say, whoever survives the women's title match at All In, or the TBS title match, that could happen between Britt Baker and Mercedes Moné. Whoever survives those two matches better grow the eyes in the back of their heads. Here comes Sky Blue. Young lady, watch her in the future. That's and if Sky Blue picks up a victory over a 3-time AEW Women's World Champion Hikaru Shida, that's going to be a big deal. So that's all this time we have on this show. Episode 1556 of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977 is complete. Next episode will be Card Sharks, Money Cards, Sharks and Suits Saturdays episode. Card Sharks, Money Cards episode number 97. I'm really looking forward to that. So, but until that next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home.
That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, doing for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.